Hi, I'm John from Unix Surplus, and today we're going to look at our Dell C6100 2U server. This server's got 32 processors in just 2U, 32 cores. They come in these big, I'm 6 foot tall, 8 foot tall APC racks. They're so full we don't even move them around filled with servers. They're so big and heavy, so much iron and so much power into one rack. So let's take a look at one of the machines. These are truly fire and forget, deploy and don't service machines. Nothing about this type of rack density is serviceable. If it's not working, forget about it. This here is a 2U machine. It has 4 system boards in it, and it has 12 SATA hard drives in the front. In the back, you're going to be able to see, and we're going to shoot the video from the rear, the 4 system boards that are in this machine. This machine packs a lot of power and a lot of CPU in a really small form factor. Great if you want to deploy the machines to a data center. Not so good for service. Again, we're talking about 4 system boards in one 2U package. You can see how tightly packed everything is, where they have to route the SATA hard drive cables right through the heat sinks. It's got a lot of great features. It has on this layer here 4 Intel quad-core processors. Right now it has the L5420, which is a 2.3 gigahertz quad-core. We can also get you the E series as well, which sometimes runs a little bit cheaper. You can see the SATA plane comes up here to the 3 different hard drive planes. There's 3 separate hard drive back planes coming up to a multi-lane connector. You can actually see that this Dell system is made by Supermicro. You'll see the Supermicro logo right here on the system board. It uses really fast memory. It uses FBDIMMs, which run at 667 full speed memory. It has a remote management capability that you can add. Nobody really does because, again, you're not going to be able to turn this machine on. It's really designed just to be sitting in your rack and always serving. Even if you don't need it, you'll turn it on and off remotely via power management. On the back of each system board, you have dual gigabit Ethernet. This is actually Intel dual gigabit Ethernet, which is really good if you have Pixie boot problems or any type of software that sometimes we find in the NVIDIA and other boot agents. You have dual USB if you want to hook up a keyboard and mouse, and you have video and serial console. Again, this machine is completely designed to run headless. You do have a PCIe slot, and that's typically if you wanted to run 10 gigabit Ethernet out of the machine or some form of clustering interface as well. We do have a lot of 10 gigabit PCIe cards right now. You can see you have 4 machines here, 1 power switch. Each of the power supplies here is non-redundant. It does not power any of each one power supply powers 2 systems. So one of the things they really did get right with these big racks of machines is cooling. With this particular form factor, you get shared big 2U fans, which makes all the difference in those tiny little 1U fans. When you're running a lot of hard drives like this in the front, building a lot of power, it still takes a lot of time. So let's turn our machine on and take a look at how it sounds. You can hear it's whisper quiet compared to a lot of the other machines we run right now. Really good, high quality fans. So let's take a look at our system. This is actually the Xandu system by Dell. That was the configuration that they called it. It's got 8 gigs of memory for testing purposes right now. You can see that it has the Intel gigabit Ethernet. And we'll run into setup in just a few seconds here. Dual gigabit Ethernet for Intel with Pixie boot. It's also got serial console redirect too, if you want, through the Ethernet. We're fast forwarding. Here in Dell setup, it's the same thing that you'll see in most all of the Dell service systems. You got an asset tag and a service tag system. You can view here typically all the memory that you can see here. It's 667 megahertz, low power modes, low power CPU mode. It's all about power management and what you want to get here. Number of cache, 6 megs of cache per core. Hard drive sequencing, integrated devices, there's not really much here. Serial communication, redirect to console, has that. Standard boot security if you want to lock the system down, and event logging as well. So that's typical Dell's BIOS. So that's our tour of the Dell C6100 2U server. Again, you get 32 cores in 2U. This is no way you can match the prices that we can for the number of cores and processing power. We offer these systems for sale, for lease, in pull racks, in individual systems with 3 terabyte hard drives, 2 50 gig hard drives, or no terabyte hard drives. We can configure it any way you want. If you need to order a system, just look for us at unixsurplus.com, or you can always call us at 877-UNIX-123. Thanks for watching.